I made an original full-length feature film with a zero budget. It took no money to make. This is how I did it, and this is how you can do it too. Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Gregory.Siegel and I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a filmmaker in the traditional sense of the word. My mission is to create films right here on YouTube. You can create a film for free and post it on your YouTube channel. I've done this in the past, but it was with my silly Table Saga multiverse series. It's not meant to be good. It's just for fun. But this, Culturegeist, the project that I've been working on for the past couple years now, is my first real true attempt at creating a serious representation of my mission. I really wanted to show here what you could do with some creativity and a lot of support, and this film is the cultivation of that. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some never before seen footage and some clips from the film as well. I'm going to try to refrain from showing you anything about the story because, as I've said before, I am keeping the story completely under wraps. But I will be showing you some clips and some things from the movie that you've never seen before. This is a really exciting video, so that way you can do the same thing if you want to make a movie for free. So what exactly is Culturegeist? Culturegeist tells the story of a content creator named Riley James who is trying to uncover the mystery of various disappearances that took place between the mid-90s and early 2000s. 4 people went missing, 2 in 1995 and 2 in 2001. Riley James used to run a YouTube channel where she talked about conspiracy theories. She started to get blacklisted from the platform due to her content and what it was about.
Have you considered changing the kind of content you make?
No! Culturegeist is a conspiracy channel. It always has been. I'm not changing shit.
Well then quit your bitching, alright? Either do something productive like finishing your website or, I don't know, promote yourself.
And now she's returning in a blog format, and she's trying to find the perfect story. Well, Riley discovers an interesting theory about 2 men who disappeared in 1995.
Yeah, sure, you can say they're missing all you want, but the only reason they call these cases disappearances is because the bodies were never found. The murders are clearly connected, but I don't think it was Elliot. Someone was hunting them down.
That is kind of the backbone of the story. She wants to use this as an opportunity to uncover this mystery so that way she could get some notoriety back online. And that's basically just the run-through of what the movie's about. It's essentially a murder mystery. This isn't like other films that take place exclusively on computer screens, like Searching or Unfriended, because what makes this movie unique is that it takes you through time. These time periods appear in the film in the form of the operating systems themselves. So when the movie is set in 1995, we are genuinely there, on a computer screen using Windows 95.
I can't talk for long. I'm about to get my network set up and I'm not getting the second phone line put in until Wednesday.
This won't take much time. Did you get it yet?
I still don't know what it is exactly.
When we're in the early 2000s, we're using Windows 2000. We're using Windows XP.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant. Look, I'm sorry. Alright, has the news said anything else?
So I think it's a pretty interesting idea. And again, no money. I did not spend a dime. In terms of the production of this film, it was all done on my computer. I have always been a collector of operating systems. I'm a total computer nerd. And then eventually, once virtualization came out where you're able to virtualize these things, I used a program called VirtualBox by Oracle that allowed me to basically virtualize the operating systems I've been collecting over the years and then stack them. And so basically I just click on one and I open it up and it pulls up on my computer. Then I would screen record it in order to, create the things that I wanted for the movie. I would then film the actors separately.
And I'm looking...
You're looking right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And action.
I need your help. Are you free tonight?
Wish. I have to finish this paper. I'm failing.
Put them into the screen, render it, create my various zooms and all the things that I would do for the movie to create this whole thing. And a lot of the actors, were filmed in separate locations, I would have to travel a lot to go to different people and then kind of mismatch these things together. It was really cool working with actors who are trying to make a name for themselves and give them this experience outside of the Hollywood machine where they're able to let their art thrive in a more independent way. And it was really, really rewarding. And just to be able to see them watch themselves on screen for the premiere, it's just amazing. And just the fact that we did this with virtually no money is crazy. So from somebody who's done this, what's some of the advice that I have for you if you're trying to make a movie for free? Because this is kind of what I specialize in. This is what I do. So I guess I would say the number one thing is to, one, figure out what your limitations are. If you have an idea, is this an idea that you can do with your resources, with your budget, with your limitations? If not, it's probably best to shelve it for when you do have the resources. Come up with an idea that fits the resources you have now. Like for me, with Culturegeist, I knew I had a computer with a ton of operating systems on it that I could use to virtualize and screen record and, figure out a way to make it work. In my mind, when I came up with the idea for Culturegeist, I was like, okay, this is something I can do. 2, have a lot of ambition, confidence, and trust your intuition. These are important aspects of any creative artist. You need to be very intuitive and think to yourself, is this something that can work? 3rd most important thing is your support system. Surround yourself with people who are different than you. I think big picture and I'm all over the place, and I need people, because especially with a film like Culturegeist, which is extremely detail-oriented, I needed to surround myself with people who were detail-oriented. I made several different cuts of this film, and we watched every single one of them together. And they pointed out things that I didn't notice, so that way I could go back. And even still, Culturegeist has its problems, but it is as close to perfect as it can be now because of the people I surrounded myself with and the people who gave me the constructive criticism that I needed to make this movie as close to perfect as I could. Again, without money. So those are all things that I think are great, not just for creating a film, but for creating anything. Whether you're a musician, a painter, an author. These are all things that you should think about. You don't need to go with the grain. You can definitely go against the grain and be successful, and that is what this whole project represents to me. We just had my premiere on Saturday, a few days ago, and I could not have been happier with it. It was so much fun, and just to be able to watch, again, my actors watch themselves on the screen was just so... It was like a full circle moment, because this isn't the first time I've done a premiere for my films, but this is the first time I did it where everybody just looked so unbelievably proud of themselves and everything that they put into it, because we all put in the same energy. I couldn't have done it without them. They really made my vision come to life. I think just having that support system is like that's what does it, I have 2 more local showings of Culturegeist, this Saturday and the Saturday after that. I urge you to go whenever this thing, click on the thing up here that's going to bring you to the Culturegeist movie countdown page. Go ahead and like it. Add yourself to the wait list so that way when it's released, you'll get notified, because you're not going to want to miss this. This movie is really fun, and it has a lot of really cool twists and turns, and I cannot wait for you to experience it. You're going to have a great time. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed some of the clips that I threw in here. I am going to be giving a more detailed story as to what Culturegeist is and how the story started. I'm going to really go in detail from the whole thing, from the beginning to the end, after the movie's released. So this is just kind of like a preliminary one. So look out for that whenever that time comes. Thanks guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.